Alright, what's going on, y'all? I noticed I haven't posted in a long time. I just want to let y'all know I'm in the battle of my life right now. The enemy's at me, man. The enemy's at me. But I'm not going to give up. I don't care how many times I get knocked down, I'm going to get right back up. And I say that for y'all too. Life is going to really challenge you. And the more the blessing's going to be, the more the challenge is going to be. You know, the Creator is not going to bless you with 100,000 when He gives you 100 and you use 90 of that. That means if you get 100K, you're going to use 90K. So he looks to see when He gives you a certain amount, will you be able to budget and do what's right with that? You know, so keep that in mind. Man, if I could tell y'all the stuff I've been through, you wouldn't believe it. Some of the stuff you wouldn't believe. And not for nothing, I don't care to share, at least not right now. But this goes out to men, not boys. There's a lot of boys who are 20 years old, 30 years old, 40, 50, 60, even 70, still stuck in the old ways. They not men, they boys. I've heard like real men. Man, these are the people that you'll see like maybe The Rock or some of these, like, you know, very gritty, you know, you could tell that they've been through hell on earth, but they're not the ones like out here trying to, you know, intimidate or bother or bully or anything. They just pretty much are people who we call the grit. You know, they deal with grittiness, but they wake up every day, they go to work, and they don't complain, and they do what they have to do. And some of these men, I have the ability to speak with them, and you will hear that they never complained and never, ever made it another man's fault, even if it is. These are the kind of men that tell me that, yeah, men cry, right? They'll say men cry, but they'll say something like, when I cry, I'm in the shower. I'm in the shower because it's already water coming down your face. Nobody's around. You get it out, you get it out, you get it out, you get it out. After the shower's done, you walk outside and you put on that face like everything, you got everything together. When in reality, you don't got nothing together. I'm the type of person, I know men, they'll be hungry and you won't even know it. I'm talking about they stomach about to touch their back, but you won't know it. And they won't let nobody else know. They won't get hangry. They won't go to the store, make their issue somebody else's issue. They just gonna deal with it. Men. Real men. Especially when you got a family. Especially when you got children. I got children. They look up to me. They say, Dad, that's a man. I know that my life is not mine anymore, and I must wake up and do everything I can so I could put my children in a better position than me. No matter what. No matter what. I'ma stare down that barrel, bruh. You ain't gonna fit. I'm not scared of nothing when it come to my children. Yeah, we make this pain, this struggle look good. We make this struggle look good. I don't know why a woman would ever want to be a man or compete with a guy. One of the worst things. Like, I don't know why. Like, I don't see how a woman just really want to. Like, when I see Kamala Harris, look, I'm now, granted, the people that have been up there, is just not, they're not doing what they're supposed to. So people are just getting upset, and then these idiots keep saying stupid stuff, and they make it think, then people starting to think that, oh, all men think like that, which isn't true. That's not true. We don't think like that. But we don't need to go on Love and Hip Hop or on some stupid TV show and make a stupid so you could believe that. No, actions speak louder than words, man. You know how many married couples is out there that been married for 40, 50, 60 years? But that's a boring story. Who's going to watch a family that's together, that don't argue, that don't fight, that don't get no ratings? So y'all over here thinking that's how real people, like, people don't really live like that, man. There's more people that live righteous than not. That's why they not on TV. I don't care. I care about you for. I got my family to care about. I don't care about nobody. I'm Superman in my house. My son see me, I'm Superman to him. I'm Spider-Man, I'm Batman. And other fathers, when you in your house, your children feel the same way. Trying to, like, they don't care about none of that. They want you. I don't care what and you got boys, don't let you have a son. He look up to you. It don't matter what you be up to. He look up to you. He might be sad that you're not doing what he wants you to do. Like, Daddy, you don't gotta smoke or drink or, do these things that make you sick. If they find out you do drugs, they gonna want you, but they still love their father. But them poisons make you act in a certain way that push your child aside because you trying to mask something that happened to you the wrong way. Go get help. There's professionals out there. Go get professional help. Stop scarring all our children, and then they building a whole bunch of prisons. Who you think they building all these prisons? Who you think finna be occupants of them prisons? Because people die. So when these guys that's in the penitentiary start getting older and older and dying off, they're opening beds. They're opening cells for the new guys. So they need bad children to put in there. And y'all dummies are so caught up in false narratives. Watching all this garbage like it's real. That's not real. None of that stuff is real. None of that stuff is real. And if you really be sitting there consuming that and thinking it is real, guess what? You deserve everything that come to you. But my problem is a lot of you dumb parents, y'all making y'all turning y'all children into issues. And now when the child grows up, they end up dealing with it because the parents ain't do what they were supposed to do. The father ain't do what he's supposed to do. The mother ain't do what he's supposed to do. Parents over here sitting like, well, I went through this as a child. Okay, you think I'm going to make my child pay for stuff I went through? They ain't had nothing to do with that. I got to get the help that I need so I could be a better father for them and not make the same mistakes that happened my parents did to me. Ain't nobody perfect, but stop blaming people. Especially if you a man. Stop blaming people, bro. No matter what it is. Do what you gotta do. Make sure people know what they gotta know. And then move on. Get the help. Get the help. Get the help, man. I'm getting help. I go to therapy. I talk to a professional. Even if I don't feel like, I still talk to a professional. Because we go through life. We going outside dealing with different people every day. You don't know who is who. You come somewhere thinking, oh, we got to act like this to get the respect. You don't know who is who, bruh. That person might be on their last straw, like, for the day. And then you hear some Columbine. Well, look what happened. We got Columbine. What else? You got that rogue dude from Trump. What else? You be having all these people who just do things out of nowhere. He was getting picked on. The dude that did the thing in Trump, they say he was being picked on. So this was just building up. Be a better person. Be kinder. Respect folk. And if you got somebody that's around that is not, don't do that. Call them out on it. Be like, nah, don't do that. I know it might be funny between me and you, but that person don't got to deal with that. Don't turn her into what we had to become. Yeah. Are y'all serious right now? The Virginia Tech. Now it's just like, I remember when Columbine happened, that was like the craziest situation. And now, you can't go a week without hearing somebody in some school doing something. To the point that I remember the hood, like the inner city, like the hood, like the ghetto, was the only places you had metal detectors. Like, people used to know, like, okay, this town is not a good town. This school is not the best school. Because they had metal detectors. It's but it wasn't like the kids was using it in the school. These dudes would just have them for streets going home. This is the hood. Like I got my ops on the way home. But they wasn't shooting in school. They wasn't shooting in school, yo. Yo, we knew better. They wasn't shooting in school. Dudes just started having the strap on them because they had to go home. Like, it wasn't no like, oh, these kids are shooting in school. That wasn't a thing. They were just bringing weapons and they would be getting into trouble like that. Because they had to walk home and go through certain neighborhoods. But school, it was things. It was like school, church, schools, churches, let me take that back. Schools, places of worship. Anything that has to do with a lot of kids, anything that has to do with a lot of women. Like, you didn't have to worry. Like, it was just more respect. The unspoken rules. Unspoken rules. It don't matter who you are. Women and children. I don't know, like, I don't like to, this was a, certain, but like, I don't want to promote because Scarface was a movie. People take one part, but they forget Tony Montana gets killed at the end, whatever. But Tony Montana in that movie took out. That's why he ended up getting killed. Tony Montana could take out their hitman. Spoiler alert, whatever, because he was going to bomb. Like the bomb that he set up had the guy that they was gonna kill, the politician, his wife and children in there. And Tony Montana don't kill women and children. And this a bona fide killer. Of course, it's a character, but this is a guy who's a criminal. And even he was like, I'm not setting, like he killed the hitman. And he was like, I'm not, he was like his children, his wife and like, he's like, no, he blew the dude's head, hit the windows. He's like, I can't fucking get that. Like he was mad. I told you, I don't know. Like this the stuff I grew up on. So when I see you new generation or some of these privileged or some of these kids that are grown, like they have age, like they're adults, but they're not men. They're boys. They're boys in the world, man. And they don't know what the hell's going on because they never had to be put in real world situations. They didn't have to grow up. So now I'm thinking I'm talking to a person my age, but they're the same age, but the mature level and the reality level and the kind of discipline, man, they never had to have that. They never developed that. So now they can't understand why. No, because you didn't have to be, you weren't trained. You weren't trained. You lack training. And that's why I always talk about education, bruh. Even in the military. Let you have education. Let you have an associate's, a bachelor. You are already higher ranked than the person who just comes off with a high school degree. You already got rank on them just because you went to school. Come on now. And everybody dies when you're in the streets. You're dying. You just die. I'm not even going to sit there, you're going to survive. Nah. You die when you're in the streets. That's it. I'm not even going to give y'all the benefit of having jail. Because that's a benefit. I'm going to say, you in the streets, you're dead. Period. You want to run the streets, you're dead. Period. No in between. Because people be thinking like, oh, I left that life. But somebody that you had beef with you didn't. And they still thinking about it till this day. And you've been out the game for 40 years. They still remember. And when they see you, they got nothing to lose. You on top of the world. You on top of the world. Go to school. Just do that. I'm not even going to make no slogan. No. Just go to school and no thank yous. I should call myself Mr. No Thank You. Because people need to start saying that more. People want to do favors and nah, no thank you. No thank you. No thank you. No thank you. I'm good. Nah, I'm good. Because you do me a favor and next thing I know, you want me, you got me on the rope. You're like, oh, nope, I don't need it. I'm good. Nope. I'll starve. You ain't gonna hold this over my head. Shit. Fuck that. Sorry. I'm good. I'll walk. Yeah, man. They need to have like a school. Women, y'all are naturals. children can only be children. But they need to have a school on how to be a man. How to be a man. And being a man is not you could beat up everybody. Because you not getting anywhere if all you do is fight. No one wants to deal with that. People who live long don't sit around and want to be fight. Like, who the heck wants to waste energy fighting? You can't have a conversation. We not animals. I could talk to you. You could talk to me. And if you lack that, go and get trained in that. It's not my fault. It's not his fault. It's not her fault. Nobody's going to sit down and feel bad for me. What the hell? I better get up and get off my, and do something. And in the meantime, plan for the next thing. Be a man. If you got a woman, she got children, you want to get married to her, you got to raise all her children, not just the one that's yours. The whole thing. If you don't have no children with her, you can't just be with her and then you got to take care of her and her children. Everything that come with her. Straight up. Everything that come with her. That's what a real man does. And if you can't deal with the whispers and all that stuff, then don't get with her. You're a punk. You can't, people gonna talk first of all. That's all I gotta tell you right now. If you think people ain't gonna talk, they gonna talk. It's up to you on what you want to do. Be a man. Stop making excuses. Stop complaining. Be a man. Stop complaining. Stop making excuses. Be a man. Stop bitching. I'm sorry, I gotta say that. That's what it is. A lot of y'all men is bitching. Stop. Damn. Always looking for, get the titty out your mouth, man. Cry, baby. Man up.